Hello Capricorn, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing your financial reading for your money and career for the time period of August 23rd to the 29th, 2021. Remember that this is a general read. It is not a personal read. Take what's for you and leave the rest for whoever it is meant for. Check your sun, moon, and rising always to get a clearer picture of your individual energies for the week. Okay, we have two that popped out already here. We have the High Priestess in the reverse in your challenge, and the Tower. Tower and what's benefiting you. You're denying your higher self. You're denying, I feel like you're ignoring signs. You're ignoring your intuitive process. There's a lot of power and potential behind your intent. You're not using your talents to the best of your ability, Capricorn. This is what this feels like here. You've got the power, a power-packed punch. I feel like saying to someone, you are, when you get the Six of Swords in the reverse, a message from Spirit. It feels like you are in total denial about how powerful you really are at this time. I feel like there's been you've had signs, you've had things like happen almost instantly after you say it, or if you feel anger. This is something I do on a regular. I have to curb any anger issues I have. I keep calm as much as possible because things tend to happen when if I get angry and feel something towards someone or something at any given time. And there'll be some kind of instant action, that it just happens. So I've, over the years, learned to curb that in. My stepdaughters still don't like going in the kitchen. Just so you're aware of that. They, I got angry about a dirty kitchen once and said something I didn't mean to say. It wasn't too awful, but it was enough with the intent behind it at the time because I was angry. And they get, they bump their knee, they hit their arm, they cut their finger with a knife. They're scared to use my knives even in the kitchen now because I couldn't pull it back. Once it's out there, you can't bring it back in. And I feel like this might be part of the problem for some of you that aren't realizing how your thought process is charged at this time. So be very mindful of that. Some things may have happened negatively, but you don't realize it was your own doing, because of an intent placed behind something. You didn't mean it, but it still happens. You meant it strong enough for that split second and things occurred. Just saying, be very mindful of that. You have the Page of Cups in the reverse here. This Tower, it's benefiting you. I feel like something has to occur, taking something straight down to the foundation, taking a situation to the foundation because you have not addressed it, something that needed to be addressed. I think someone has a calling for a different career than what you're in. You've attempted in the past, possibly. It's something to do with something that you wanted to do maybe earlier in life, things that would make you happy. A lot of us get into careers and because it's the money, right? The money is better. The money is good. We just, as we get older, we forget our base of feelings of what we wanted to do in life, things that made us happy, and because it's like life gets in the way. I think for whoever this is for, you are this high vibe, intuitive energy that you've got going on. You've been thinking about what it is you really would like to do, or what even thinking. Just the man, you see somebody else doing something, you're like, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that instead of what I'm doing. And it's setting in motion. It's setting things in motion, whether you know it or not. Because you're still you haven't made any attempts other than say so, um, towards other goals, other ways of making money. I feel like something is going to happen because of this. Be very mindful of it. Some of you may lose your job over something stupid, over something little, something that, wow, I just feel like you thinking about wanting to do something different, or thinking about, oh, I hate this job. I don't want to be here anymore. Boom, and the tower falls because you don't want that, but you keep going. You keep going. You keep going. And bills got to be paid. But there's a million ways to make money. There's a million other things that you could be doing. I think that you've held yourself back because you maybe thought that you weren't good enough at some other things, and this is just easier. It's closer to home. It's some of you may have been wanting to go to school. You've been putting it off and putting it off. I feel like something's gonna happen to clear your calendar. This is what this feels like. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna clean your clock. That's what I feel like saying. Clean your clock. But it's because you've been denying. I think there's been plenty of messages trying to come through for you. The universe telling you that it's time, it's time, it's time. You want this, it's time, and you're powerful, such powerful intent behind even the slightest of feelings at this time. It's but you keep the denial that there needs to be a change. You know what I mean? Well, not that there needs to be a change, but that a change could possibly even happen. And check, hold on a minute. Someone here saw a bluebird. I feel like a bluebird. It might not have been a bluebird. It might just been a bluebird. There's plenty of birds with different colors, right? But I feel like you saw it, caught your attention because it was so beautiful, and it might have landed on your windowsill while you're sitting there looking out the window, or anywhere you were at. You could have been in the car, and it just seemed to flitter around near where your car was, maybe in a parking lot. It was an odd I feel like either its movements were odd, that's what drew your attention, or it may have just kept coming back to the same spot in a weird location. Say you're sitting in your car in a parking lot, and this bird just keeps landing around the same spot, not doing anything, just flying back and coming back and just landing, like in front of your car, or on the curb near you, something like that. It feels like whatever it was, it got your attention. I feel like that was your guides there. I don't know where you were. Think about where you were when you were in this parking lot. Maybe whatever you were thinking about at the time before it started, you noticed it. May be a big clue. Wow. Sorry guys, it's like very early morning right now. It's well, it's not very early anymore. It's still dark a little bit. It's almost just before 7 o'clock in the morning. And as I said that, there's been like crickets and stuff going on outside, and as soon as I said that, it ceased. It got totally quiet outside. They've started back up now since I addressed it. That's so weird. Just so you know, that may have been a sign as well that yes, that someone here resonated with that. Just know that whatever it was you were thinking about at that time, or it could have been the fact of where you were, could have been what you were thinking about at the time. I just feel like something to that effect, it came into view, it brought your attention, and that was your guides, the universe telling you that it's time yet again. This may have happened a few times, not just with the bluebird, but with other things that caught your attention in nature. It feels like it was in nature, whatever it was, that an animal or an insect or something acting you felt abnormally. It was signs. It was signs to get your attention at the time that you were, the exact moment you were thinking about something like changes in life, or things that you wanted in the past or what you want now. That's what this feels like here. It's a message coming in here of something that you could be doing that you love, reminding you, trying to remind you. It's in the reverse because I feel like you've ignored it, and that's gonna eventually this tower will fall if you've been ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. It might have already happened. Let me know in the comments if this has happened to somebody. It's very interesting to me when something resonates with someone, you know, especially something something like this. The Six of Swords in the reverse. It's a message from Spirit. I feel like it's time for you to move on from where you are. It's time to end this cycle that you're on. It's not benefiting you. I feel like you're almost to the point of unhappiness. When you're upset at work with this powerful intent, power behind your intent, that's what I want to say. When you're at work and you're angry, or you're not happy about something that happens regularly, I feel like either machinery breaks down, or something goes on the fritz. Some paperwork is lost, maybe, if you work in an office setting. If you work in like fast food, all the cups fall over, you know, something crazy. It just happens like immediately after, or the second that you feel some type of way. You need to move on from wherever it is that you're doing, and go after your dreams. That's what this feels like here, Capricorn. I know it's hard. It's so hard when you're barely making ends meet anyway, with whatever it is that you're doing. A lot of us have gone through it. A lot of us are still going through it. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta take that leap and do what's right for you. Do what makes you happy. It's amazing the difference that it'll be. If you're gonna be stressed, while constantly working your fingers to the bone to try, and you're still not ahead, what's the difference? What is the difference? Struggle and be happy in what you're doing. You know, sometimes it's just, it has to be that way. But if you're on the path that you need to take, Page of Pentacles. Yes. Listen to your guides. Listen to what's going on here, because this is going to, you ignoring this powerful urge to make changes, to go towards the light. I feel like saying go towards the light. Oh gosh, they're out here mowing already again. Good grief. They always interrupt my readings with that. Tons of mowing. Geesh. There's a whole field next to me. They're constantly mowing it. All right. So it might break up my reading, just so you know. I will finish it, but if it gets too loud or they come near the house, I'll shut down and then just start up where we left off. At any rate, I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, there is some kind of a sign, some kind of a message coming in here. This is it feels like straight from the source. Straight from the source. Coming from Spirit, coming from the universe. Denial of what is your birthright. I feel like your some of you may need to or maybe wanting to go into starting a business, possibly an online business. But I feel like it's a business like a metaphysical store, or a spiritual store selling stones and jewelry. Some of you may want to make jewelry. I get that a lot, where people are so crafty, you know. A lot of people have such good ideas, and they're so good with their hands, and they could make beautiful jewelry. Maybe you make it for yourself already, or maybe you make candles. I'm feeling like make candles. For some reason, I'm looking at this tower with this fire coming out of the top, and it reminds me of a pillar candle of some sort. I feel like somebody would like to start making their own candles, or maybe you do make your own candles, and you get, it'd be something you'd like to do for a business because you're great at it. Whatever it is, you're great at it. It's working with your hands. It's crafty like to me. It feels like something that would really go well in like an online store, or even in a regular store. You know, it just costs more to start up. I feel if you're low on cash and you're struggling already, that's kind of not something you want to do. But you could start an online store and eventually have a solid on the ground store. You know what I mean? And it's easier online right now with pandemic and the way things go. People are really making money at this time. People that are realizing this entrepreneurial field that has to happen, because, you know, although the less people on the ground doing things, businesses are hurting. Some businesses that can't go online, like say, like, you know, coffee shops and bookstores, stuff like that. They can still go online. Coffee shops, you can't so much. Restaurants, you can't. You can't do too much online unless you. Maybe you're figuring that out. I feel like someone may be thinking about maybe there's some kind of food you like to make. Maybe you like to bake. That could be as well. Something that you have a miraculous knack for making that is delicious. I feel like someone's told you should sell it. That might be a good idea. I feel like there's money involved in something that you do with your hands that you're very good at, Capricorn. Let's see what. Oh, wow, I didn't have to do much here. Card flipped as I'm trying to. You have the Three of. I always want to say Three of Hearts when I see this card. Three of Swords in the reverse here. Not letting past failures or something bothered you, something hurt you in the past. It feels like maybe a business failure. Something you attempted to do in the past. I don't think it was even hardly an attempt. Some of you it might have been. I feel like people told you, oh, you can't make money like that. They felt like you had to do traditional work in order to survive, and because you're struggling right now, even trying to do traditional work, you don't think that you don't think it would be enough. But I'm telling you, it would be. You need to set on that course in a different direction towards something that you love to do here. Let's get some clarity on these cards for Capricorn. I feel like there's major money to be made. You know, once you set your sights on what it is that you really need to do, and start that course towards it, any little baby steps would thought a card flipped. Baby steps towards your goals is going to just set everything in motion, and it'll all flow freely after that. Feels. You have the Nine of Cups in the reverse here. It's near your challenge, near your High Priestess. I feel like denying yourself your given. I keep wanting to say your given right, your birthright for success. Going on the path that you are going down right now. I feel like you've been on this course for some time, and it's not working. The Sun in the reverse as well, all under your challenge. There is definitely something here that you guys love to do, that you want to do for a living, that you were told in the past that, oh, you can't do that, you're not good enough at that, or you can't do that. People won't buy that. I feel like you need to ignore those feelings. Ignoring those feelings, this three in the reverse here, ignore the feelings, because it's it was not true. It definitely is not true, and I feel like all of this success is going to come in here. King of Cups is going to come in here for you, Capricorn, as long as you start towards that journey. That's what this feels like here. Message from Spirit. I feel like this King of Cups reminds me of either it was some kind of a male figure in your life that may have told you this in the past. Maybe because they tried and failed at something, they didn't feel, or they didn't understand the view you had on what it was that you wanted to do for a living, and they felt like, no, you got to do traditional stuff. This could have been a father, grandfather, could have been a spouse, who knows. It feels like it was a male energy though, and family, like somebody who loved you and cared about you, but they were very harsh about. Feels like they were very harsh about your decision making as you got older. I think you thought about something way back in the day, like when you were young, teenager maybe, or even less, and it kept getting shot down. Oh, you know, that's never gonna. I tell you all the time, that's never gonna work. You're not gonna be able to do that. Palace of Cups. Palaces bring like the overall feel of the read. I feel like when I see it in a certain position, it's the overall feel of that position as well. There's definitely plenty of money to be had in something that you love, and take you on a different path, take you on a different route. Spirit is telling you that some things that this person may have told you in the past, they may have come true, and maybe that's why you really feel like you can't succeed in something that you'd rather be doing. They can't, not everybody is right all the time, 100% of the time. It doesn't work like that. They could be right about certain things, and certain things may have seemed like they turned out the way they said. But in reality, everybody's different. Every single person in the world is different. You guys all have different aspirations. You have different things that'll make you happy. And if you're not happy, you will not succeed. Did they succeed? Are they rich? Are they like millionaires here? What did they do that they felt like you had to do to be like them? Did they succeed in life? I mean, did they succeed in, are they doing the thing that they love to do? Or are they making enough money off of what they love to do? Or did they make enough money? Depending on the situation. You need to look at all those aspects. And look into yourself. Deny those negative feelings that held you back all this time. You've got all this success that can come in here for you. And it feels like it's working with your hands, doing something you love, something very creative. And I feel like it would be, I feel like saying bestseller, #1 seller. Very, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say that. Okay, Capricorn, let's get some oracles out here. This is for advice and guidance. Remember that when I get to my oracle part of the reading, it's for everyone, the collective, even if this didn't resonate with you. Hopefully it did. I would hope that it did. But this is for, it could deal with some of this energy as well, but it is for everyone else, you know, in the collective of Capricorn. Spirits, guides, what? There we go. Building blocks in the reverse, so it's a protection message. And let's see here. What else do we have for Capricorn at this time? August 23rd to the 29th, 2021. Financial reading for Capricorn. Earth Magic. Earth Magic. Love this card. Isn't that a beautiful card? All right. I'm going to read from the Wisdom of the Oracle first. It's the number 28. Building blocks. Essential meaning, strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. And the protection message, now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs, oh my goodness, what did I just say? That a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for vigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. Whoa, I like that. That resonated with this reading for sure. But it could deal with any situation that any of you Capricorns are in at this time. Let me see. We have the number 26. Earth magic. Forgiveness and removing obstacles. The energy of this priestess of the horse brings movement and magic into your life. The horse, a creature of power, has long represented freedom. This card signals that the time is right for you to free yourself of the obstacles blocking your movement forward. You may have been hesitant or even afraid to face these obstacles before, but there is a greater courage growing within you now. Take a look at your life to determine what needs to be done. The obstacles may be external to you, perhaps a friendship, a place, or even a job or task that brings negative energy to your life, or the blocks may be more personal, taking the form of worry, self-criticism, or other negative thought patterns. Unhealthy or self-sabotaging behaviors and habits could be blocking you as well. All these obstacles, whether inner or outer, may be a part of your daily life, and as such may seem insurmountable. But it's time to fearlessly choose to prioritize and honor yourself. This beautiful galloping steed represents your true power to break through, to remove old obstacles, and to move forward on your soul's path. The grounding energy of the earth will always support you and bring real magic when you make the honoring choice. Wow, a lot of you, it seems like a lot of you aren't, you know the path you need to take, you know what it is that you really want to do, you know, some of you may even know that whatever negative reactions you've got in the past, you may even say, you know, I don't care what they say, someday I'm going to do that, but then you never did. That means that, I feel like that means that there was a clicking in your subconscious that told you that you couldn't go that path, when indeed you can and you should. Okay, Capricorn, that's it for this read. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what's up with that. I do hold my comments until I can see them to make sure that there's nobody negative, no negative energy coming in. Or people that are only here to throw links in the comments at you guys to try to get you to touch on. I will never come at you in the comments. I mean, I don't do personal readings and all that either at this time. I won't, other than leaving my Cash App there in case you want to do donations or anything. That's the only thing I will ever do. You know, I have no intentions of it. So if somebody tries to approach anyone, or you see, I have an Instagram, but I don't go on it. I haven't accessed that yet. I don't do TikToks or any of that stuff. So if you see something, report it, because it is not me. I haven't had any problems so far, but I am very small yet. Hopefully that won't stay the same. I mean, the being very small yet. Okay, guys, please like, share, subscribe, join my community here if you will, especially if you've been here more than once. It would be nice to hear from you. See those subscribes going up so that I know that you're resonating with the readings. Tap that bell icon as well for notification of future uploads. Have a great week, Capricorn, and I will see you next video.